And we welcome you to the latest edition of Flashback, the look back through the archives of some of the classic moments here in N.E.W. I'm your host, Max Radix, alongside the four-time N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion Erwin, and we're going to have a look back here to a historic matchup between the first ever N.E.W. Tag Team Champions, the Trailblazers, versus the five-time N.E.W. Tag Team Stalwarts, Los Luchadores.
Yeah, of course, at this point in time, the Trailblazers were the tag team champions. They were defending against Los Luchadores after an absolutely incredible run they had as champions.
The old tag belts. The Trailblazers.
I mean, they were thick as thieves at this point.
Look at Bart Brute, you wouldn't even recognise him.
Yeah, of course, and Troy Webster. Quite the different attire they both have nowadays.
Who'd have thought at this stage in the game that one of these men would become a two-time World Heavyweight Champion?
Because Webster's made a heck of an impact himself in his time since in N.E.W.
So you've got to think the Gonzalez
Again,
probably have some
on the tech desk. And again, these two at this time had an incredible run already, and this was to be an Extreme Rules tornado match.
And talk about differences here, Erwin. Look at Los Luchadores. This is, believe it or not, do not adjust your sets, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Gonzalez brothers.
Of course, as it's been documented,
Juan and Gabriel
went through a heavier set at one point in their lives. They've slimmed down since, and again they're in a, well, what's best described as street attire for this Extreme Rules matchup.
Hideous attire. Of course, it was a much smaller budget. Everything back then was all in the new. I mean, I've said this every time we've done a flashback,
Yeah,
but
see that right there.
you see the crowd there, same size arenas that we use today, and you can see the difference here, shall we say?
And the chaos in this matchup.
Is that a very young looking Mike?
I believe it is. Oh,
Mike Chitopa, now our senior official in N.E.W. Looks about 20 years ago. It's amazing how much that man has aged in 3 years.
Well, yeah, it really is. And the Luchadors already opting for tables in this matchup.
Well, yeah, this is Extreme Rules, as we told you at the start of this matchup. Of course, the Trailblazers, the first ever tag team champions,
And
so that without pedigree.
I mean, things like that throughout this matchup, as you watch Brute and Webster just miscommunicate on a whole nother level, and this was the fuse that would send Bart Brute leaving the Trailblazers and joining the $1 Million Corporation for a time being, before joining the Enforcers, before finally going it alone, before finally these two would...
Oh my word!
Oh,
What a spear right through the table. I believe that was Gabriel Gonzalez there who took the shot by the table. He is a slightly haunchier of the Gonzaleses even to this day.
and again, recently these two would reconcile their differences and form the Trailblazers once more. Oh,
Yeah, and it is great to see Troy Webster and Bart Brute back together as a team. Both men have had pretty impressive and successful singles careers, but have rejoined forces to try and recapture some tag team gold, some tag team magic, if you will. Oh, Gabriel Gonzalez throwing Bart Brute into that tech desk once again. It's been quite a... like the thing about Brawl back then, I mean, yeah, obviously the company right now is in a bit of a transitional phase, and we've got Nathan Goldman in charge of Adrian Goldman, and everything like that's going on, and everything seems to be changing. The sets, the seed of power, the wrestlers, and this is it. This is going back to where it all began.
I mean, literally throwing each other into steel steps in the ring.
Now, I am being told that is not blood on the steps. That is the paint job.
That is the artwork, if you will.
Oh, They really
Again,
went
the
for that
look-
extreme
the look
vibe
of
back in the
Brawl
day, didn't they?
has changed so much over the time.
Mike's down for the count. Ooh, that was a
nearly
2.9.
it.
That was close, but no cigar here. Is this for the tag titles? I kind of
It is
tuned out there.
indeed.
Yeah, this is. There you are. This is I've not seen this matchup before. It's a bit of a cluster. I'm not gonna lie, but
Again,
it's certainly Extreme Rules.
Well, yeah, there was more the brutality of the match. I think that
Oh dear lord!
led between these two teams. The
Irish
heated
whipped him right
rivalry
over.
that had grown between these two in such a short time. And let's not forget, Los Luchadores were no fan favourite at this point in time.
Perilously close to those steel steps there by Bart Brute and Webster. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Bart Brute utilised the
and
steps.
there we go, that drop kick that shocked Troy Webster. He accidentally caught Bart Brute,
And that was it.
and
Yeah.
that allows Los Luchadores to pick up a victory.
Well, if you're wondering how the Trailblazers originally fell out, this is how, ladies and gentlemen.
Quite a
This
short
drop
match
kick that
indeed,
shocked the
and that
world.
first championship run for the 5-time tag team champions, Los Luchadores.
And when you think of the technical masterclasses that Los Luchadores have put on in their career, this is a world away from what they became famous for.
We'll have a replay here shortly of that one. I don't know where Brute was aiming with that drop kick, but I gotta believe that it wasn't aimed at Troy. Sorry, the other way around. Look, here we just after this. Troy Weathers with that drop kick, but I think he caught Brute with a knee. Turned around and watched. Just after the 2 count went down, the other Gonzalez came in with that drop kick there. And that has cost the Bruisers the tag team championships. And as I said, I think there's going to be words spoken out back. We'll get more on that by next brawl, I'm sure. We will see you then.